We're doing this massive chat operation right now, Operation Overwatch. We want to put ourselves in between a potential predator and a potential child. If they are there looking for children, and they are, we are hoping that they find us. We make ourselves the lowest hanging fruit.
We have people coming from all over the world, all over the country to come see our beautiful balloons and our landscape here in Albuquerque.
The amount of people that are coming into the state is one of our biggest events that we have. And this will open the eyes, I believe, to show that the New Mexico Department of Justice is proactive in protecting our children.
We are only here to make sure that that wholesome atmosphere and that family-friendly atmosphere remains intact.
My name is Owen Pena. I am the New Mexico Department of Justice Internet Crimes Against Children Special Agent in charge, and I'm also the New Mexico ICAC, or Internet Crimes Against Children Commander. So it started over a year ago, kind of planning this operation.
We're working with several different agencies, including state, local, and federal agencies.
It's huge. It's the first one we've done this size for the state.
We take down one person, that's a success, because that's one less person that's out there gonna get a child. The command post will be on the 5th floor of this office here. Goals for Operation Overwatch is to detain arrests and to have successful prosecution.
We have individuals that we're going to call as chatters who are actually actively right now online speaking with these individuals, getting them intrigued into engaging in some type of a sexual act with a minor.
It takes a little bit of time for us to gain momentum in these operations. It's uncommon for them to go from a chat to a meet within a couple of hours, and they usually take 2 or 3 days to get comfortable and work through their own psychological barriers.
This morning, around 9:30, he was asking me where I wanted to meet up today, and then I asked him what we would do when we hung out, and that's when he started telling me what he wanted to do to me when we met up.
They're driven by this deep-seated need, which will push them through that fear quite often.
Once we get somebody that's what we call on the hook, that's going to want to come to the house to actually engage in one of these sexual acts, the chatters will then notify supervisors. Supervisor will notify our house teams.
Suspects provided multiple opportunities to walk away. And also, if you're chatting, state your ages multiple times.
This will result, hopefully, in taking some offenders off our streets. And what that means is fewer kids at risk. We need to shine a light on this, and your work is absolutely essential for that. So thank you again. Be safe, work hard, and good luck.
We don't know if they're coming to the house with a gun. We don't know what their intentions are, if they're going to try to maybe kidnap a child and take them elsewhere. So we have to be ready to go game on the second that we know an individual may be coming to our house. These house teams, we have takedown teams, we have driveway teams, so that way we are making sure that, again, everything is covered and we're making sure everyone's safe all in one time.
Yeah, we posted our stories or our profiles on different sites, started chatting with them because it can take a couple days to get them confident to meet up.
These suspects, when we're chatting, it's all on them. I mean, they're gonna have to show up. Sometimes they do play games.
And he said, "You think I'm some monster or something? Dang." And I said, "I'm just so confused. You are asking me all these weird questions and having me do these weird things, and you won't come get me, but you won't go away." And he said, "Look, if I get caught with you, I'll be a pedophile. I'll go to jail. You know what they do to pedophiles in jail." And I said, "I don't." And he said, "It's 'cause I want you. I'm just scared."
Our smoking gun is the digital evidence. We don't have a case quite often without that digital evidence. As an interviewer, as a case agent, knowing that those messages are on the phone, being able to get that information in real time, being able to see those messages in real time, seeing if they're talking to other people in real time, seeing if they have other potential victims or access to other children that we need to intervene in real time, allows that interview to flow a lot more seamlessly.
The training we have for Cellebrite is paramount in these investigations. To be able to take that device and obtain the information and able to keep that evidence safe, it makes or breaks cases.
Our go-to tool right now for our mobile forensics is Cellebrite Insights. I've been able to password bypass every phone or tablet that I've put on Insights. The tool functions in an intuitive way. So if we know what we're looking for is chats, and that's what we need right now, that's what we need urgently, it's easy for us to parse through sometimes 100 gigabytes of data that are on these phones.
Instead of having to go through every single image, we can use AI to help identify those images that we're seeing. And so it's less to take in. With each new update, the AI is getting better and identifying just pieces that we might actually even miss as humans. Once you process it, we can upload it into Guardian. They have a link, they could download it, they could share it.
Right now, we're just kind of waiting to see if these ones that they've been talking to are willing to come and meet. So sometimes it is very much a waiting game. They're showing up to intentionally have sex with an underage child. The ones you really want to get are the ones who will show up.
He used a tactic that isn't uncommon, and he would change the meet location. And they will do that so that they have the opportunity to kind of counter surveil the area, and they can go when they don't think anybody's looking for them to see if they're comfortable moving forward. The fact that he had showed up at the residence at all means that he's pushed through a lot of those psychological barriers, and it would not be out of the question for us to see him return again later in this operation.
So confused. So you're coming to the door and I'm opening the door? You're
Yeah, just stay on the line. It's stressful because they know they want to get this guy.
You want me to open my door?
He's on the street. They're in the street.
So that you can see me?
They're putting themselves out there. They're age regressing using AI, their own photos. They have to change, their voice to sound like a 12-year-old girl when they're in their 20s and 30s.
The chat was started by a deputy with the sheriff's office who was posing as a 12-year-old girl named Nevaeh.
What time is your mom coming back?
I don't know. She didn't tell me.
And where do you want me to put her, in your room or in the new room?
I guess in my room, just in case my mom comes home.
The suspect identified himself by the name John and was very much aware of Nevaeh's age, even remarked on it several times in the chat.
He's real slow right here. He's right in front of the house. He's pulling in.
Wait. He's coming in.
Here he comes.
I think he's going over. Brake light stopping.
That's him.
Taken.
Yeah, go in. Take him down.
Ram into the car.
Okay.
I'm glad everybody's okay.
I backed up. He stopped beside us. The team got him. We took him down. No issues. No problems.
All right, good. There you go. Seal it until we get a search warrant. So what next right now is this individual will be booked in jail, and then we'll do a search warrant on any electronic device, especially since he was communicating with a cell phone. We'll then use our Cellebrite Insights to take that data out of that phone, so it'll help us with our case.
He drove past several times. We had surveillance on this person, and essentially he asked for various things. One of those things was to send the girl out. So we sent out a decoy which was a detective.
Once he was stopped in front of the house, that was enough for us to establish probable cause that he'd shown up for the meet. So the takedown teams outside apprehended him, and he was brought back in for an interview. In the interview, he gave full confession, and we later acquired his cell phone out of his car. We're going to use that data to show the chat string that will put him as the person behind the keyboard making these overt sexual comments, and this agreement to meet up with the 12-year-old for sex, which is the second part of the crime in the state of New Mexico.
When we can get these people off the street, it's, even if it's one person and it takes all week, it's, you know, we look at it as saving a true child victim.
Just important for the community to know that we're always watching, that we're always going to be protecting their children. We're looking after their children. We're looking after them and their neighborhoods to protect them from any kind of predators that may be lurking, especially in the Albuquerque or state of New Mexico.
We can't dictate what the courts do, but at least we know we're getting registered sex offenders, you know, identified. I've always had a great love of putting these guys in prison or putting them in jail.